Well, hello there, YouTube. Guess who? It's me. I'm back for another Transformers reveal, and this one is a little bit exciting. I mean, they're all exciting, right? At least for me. But this one's a little different, because today features two characters, and that is for a specific reason. And it kind of is similar to a video I did a couple characters ago, maybe 2 or 3 characters ago, in the fact that they are part of a team. And before further ado, let's introduce these Autobots, Air Raid, and Fireflight. These two characters are part of a team in that they combine with 3 other aerial bots, is what their grouping is called, to form the giant robot known as Superion. Now, and you'll see when just a couple seconds ago when the pictures of these robots appeared, there was a giant robot at the end. There was Air Raid and then Fireflight and then Superion. That's when the 2 of these guys are combined with the 3 others to form Superion. So you got to look at him there as well. They are a combiner team the Autobots created to answer the Decepticon threat in the air. Because if you're a fan of Transformers at all, you know the Autobots were mostly ground-based vehicles, lots of cars, some trucks, a couple tanks here and there. The only real jet they had, per se, was the small Autobot named Powerglide, which I did his video months and months and months ago. And then they had a couple other guys like Cosmos, but he was kind of a UFO spaceship sort of thing. And then Trax, the Corvette, could slip out these little wings underneath, and he had limited flight capabilities. But otherwise in the air, they were, you know, up shit creek with no paddle sort of thing, right? So this combiner team full of 5 jets was the answer to the Decepticon threat in the air, because the Decepticons were mostly flyers, right? So with the Seekers and everything, so, and the Coneheads and whatnot. So, they were an answer to a certain other Decepticon threat. The Decepticons likewise were like, well, we're good in the air, but we have nothing on the ground. The Autobots always beat us there, so let's create our own ground-based vehicles. So this was kind of an answer to that as well, because the team that the Decepticons created was also a combiner team, and so this was also an answer to that threat as well. So. Now, what I'm going to do, similar to a couple videos ago, I did Streetwise, who was part of the Protectobots who formed Defensor. So he was one of the legs in that team. So it's kind of a similar thing. I'm just going to reveal these guys 1 at a time, or 2 at a time in this case, as I acquire them until I have the whole thing. So I'll put a link back to this original video once I get more of these guys, but I'll just do brief videos in the future on the new characters I get, because I'm pretty much explaining the team here in this one here. So now Air Raid is based on, I think, an F-15 Eagle, and Air Raid is very impulsive and brash and just jumps into action without any thought of what could happen here. He just goes right for it. Fireflight is based, I believe, on an F-4 Phantom, and he is kind of a daydreamer. He's absent-minded, and so he can be a bit dangerous in the skies if he's not paying attention, sort of thing. So that's kind of their personalities. And so here we'll have a look at each character's G1 toys, first Air Raid and then Fireflight. So as you can see, they were pretty basic figures, and they were more towards the Microbot size, a little bigger than that, kind of in between a regular size Transformer and a Microbot. And the way the Combiners teams worked in the G1 series of toys was that the arms and the legs were always that similar size, that kind of in between the Micro and the regular, and then the leader of the team always formed kind of the torso of the bot, and he was a lot bigger. He was more towards a regular size Transformer or even bigger. So that's kind of the way that worked. And here I'm going to show a couple of clips spliced together that you can see how the aerial bots were first created and joined the Autobots, and then you can see them in action a little bit later when they are repelling the threat that the Decepticons created originally before the aerial bots to try and beat the Transformers on the ground as these two monster bots go at it together. So here we go.
All right, now where's this duplicate key of yours?
Right here.
What are you doing?
I am a first-generation product of Vector Sigma. We share the same computation matrix. My power supply can merge with it, reactivating it.
Alpha, no.
Have you forgotten that you are my creation, Prime? You need these planes. You may not get off this planet alive without them. And what of the safety of the people of Earth? Now, let me do what must be done.
What happened to him? He is merged with Vector Sigma.
I am Vector Sigma. Before Cybertron was, I was. Who reactivates me?
I, Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
Why are you here?
To give life to these machines.
He gave himself up just so we could have some jets. That's nuts.
No. One Autobot gave his life so that 6 could be born. He made a choice. The kind of choice I hope they'll be able to make when the time's right. Vector Sigma, give these machines personality worthy of him who created me. Let them think for themselves, to grow in knowledge and wisdom, and let them always value freedom and life wherever they find it. Welcome to the Autobot team. I am Optimus Prime, and we welcome you, aerial bots.
What's happening, dudes?
Hi. I used to be a courier ship, but now I think I'm Silverbolt.
And I'm Air Raid.
Jeez, what is this place? Who are you guys?
Who are you?
Oh, right. I'm Fireflight. I'm Skydive.
I'm Slingshot. Used to be a speed shuttle. Now I'm the fastest, smartest, hottest jet you ever saw.
Now let's get back to Earth.
Optimus Prime.
Alpha Trion.
I am now one with Vector Sigma, and I have learned something. The key to Vector Sigma, which Megatron took back to Earth, may doom the entire planet.
But how, Alpha Trion?
On Earth, its energy may have a radically different effect. More I cannot say.
So what are we waiting for?
Prime, climb on! Guys, take off!
Optimus Prime! My cars have a secret which will rip your puny planes right out of the sky! Stunticons, unite! Behold! Minosaur!
Jumping jet streams!
Aerial bots, show them what you've got.
No! It can't be!
Surprise, Megatron! Meet Superion!
Superion, look out! Repairs complete. Omega Supreme.
Decepticons, disengage and retreat!
Megatron, he still has the key to